We're on our way up the mountain to go find camp. Should be close to the water. I'm hoping I can still hear the stream. Just think it would be really cool to fall asleep with the nature's white noise machine, if you know what I mean. But we will see. We're on our way up right now. That first little bit was a little steep, so far beautiful hike. So weird setting up the camera to then run back to then walk by. I don't think I'll ever get over it. Got the Sony on back here. This tripod that I'm using is actually, it's called a bog pod, and it's really sturdy, but it's really heavy. I mean, I think it probably weighs like 5 pounds, I'm not even kidding. So, but it's what we have. And anytime we want to come out and do some nice outdoor filming and, ooh, almost busted my butt right there, shoot. I just kind of have to accept the fact that we're gonna lug this bad boy along. So, that's not so bad. One day we'll get a lighter one. All right guys, well, this is the camp. Pretty nice, very flat, and the stream is literally right there. Looks like a lot of folks have had some good bit of fun here. So hopefully we're gonna do the same tonight, but a little messy, so we're gonna clean up camp a little bit, get it ready for this evening's fire, and then just go ahead and set up the tent. After that, go play around in the creek a little bit. Okay, this is a big guy. One of the cool things about this tent is it's been in my family for a long time. This was my first tent when I started doing outdoor backpacking. And before me, it was my dad's and my brother's. We used to live up in Washington State, and they took this thing up Mount Rainier, Mount Adams, Mount St. Helens, shoot man, every mountain in Washington probably. And then, yeah, when I was 10 years old, they kind of handed it off to me as my adventures began. And here we are, 20 something years later, still using this thing, so. Shoot man, I always like how yellow this thing is. Very exotic. So camp is set up. I'm thinking we just take lunch down and kind of relax by the stream for a little bit. Nothing like a good old summer sausage to get you some energy back. It's a beautiful view out here. Nothing much, you know, just some woods. The leaves haven't really returned yet. You can sort of see everything's still dead, except for the rhododendrons, of course. But it's really nice because it creates this kind of cool contrast between down by the stream with the moss that's kind of growing on the rocks and the rhododendrons caking over it. But then everywhere else is just dead. So, been a bit of a creative for most of my life, I would say. Though when it comes to the fine arts, I'm not that good. But I appreciate it. And every once in a while, I get a bit of an urge to sort of come in and do a little bit of drawing or painting. I brought my watercolors today, just in case I got the urge, or, you know, it's good practice and very meditative. Even though I suck, there's nothing more humbling than giving your hand at some fine art and seeing how bad you are and how much room there is to improve. And the other thing is, I don't really have anything to dip my paintbrush into, so I'm gonna have to find a little bowl or something. Maybe a bowly rock. Maybe there's a rock bowl out here. I didn't find any rock bowls, but these rhododendron leaves here should, I think they'll work, you know, just kind of dip them in and gotta really go in there hard with that color. Well, here it is. That's my bloody rubbish drawing of 3 rocks and some green stuff. It's supposed to be moss. Moss, dead leaves. You know, you get the idea. There's like some... It's relaxing, you know. It's like you get in that mode of like licking your lips, you know, you're trying to do your best. It's cute though. Yeah.
One of the things that I've been doing lately is studying up on my stoicism. So today I brought Epictetus with me, this is a book that my dad gave me. I really enjoy the combination of working on how you think and strengthening your mind while being on a mountain somewhere. You don't even need to have a nice view or someplace epic, just someplace without distractions. When I'm out here, the list of things that matter every day goes from this huge shopping list down to a few small bullet points, and I think that's why it's so relaxing.
I think we're going to go ahead and start the fire, maybe do a little bit more reading, and then cook up dinner. Some bark there, catching on fire pretty nicely actually. Some of it's a little wet, you see that smoke coming out. Now, a lot of this stuff is like super dry and nothing's that big. I found like one log that I was able to, it's like, you know, something like that. I was able to break into 4-5 pieces, but you may not be able to just have like a nice blazing fire. Still be nice to just stare at some coals. All right, let's put this guy right here. Oh yeah, little lean-to action going. All right, for dinner we got, it says cheesy Italian shells hamburger helper, but we're gonna throw some tuna in there instead. I couldn't really think of a great way of transporting hamburger meat, so we got this cool silicone bowl. Okay, that's probably good. Man, I gotta tell you what, getting this thing, this 3-liter just bag, I don't bring Nalgene's with me. I don't bring bottles, nothing. Like, this thing is so good. As long as you have some type of filter, man, like you can just roll this up, you squeeze all the air out of it, you put it on top of the bag so the weight's, you know, further up. I mean, dude, it is the best. I don't think I'll ever buy a bottle again. There you go. Now we're cooking. Ooh. Oh, oh. That could have been not good. Double tuna. Here we have it. Oh, this is way too much for me to eat, but what else am I gonna do with it? Wow. Oh my god. Oh, that is so good. Holy smokes. So, looking at the map for tomorrow morning, I think we're gonna get to bed at a fairly decent hour. What I want to do is hit the trailhead for the Stone Mountain Loop Trail and head up to the top of Stone Mountain to watch the sunrise. And sunrise is about 7:15 or something like that, or 7:10. So we're gonna have to wake up pretty early and, you know, hit the trailhead and then make that climb, because I think it's pretty strenuous. Otherwise, this tuna helper is, oh, there goes my lid. Delicious.
For the rest of the evening, I sort of cleaned up and built up the fire and just relaxed until it was time for bed. Something I'll never get over is staring into the coals of a good fire. There's something unbelievably calming about it. Especially out here, it's pitch black. There's nothing but the sound of the campfire and the stream below us flowing.
Spent the last couple of hours letting the fire die down and staring up at the sky. A lot of satellites out tonight, and saw a couple of meteors. Anyways, I'm gonna hit the hay and then try to be up nice and early and get a head start on the trailhead that leads up to the top of the mountain. And hopefully there we can catch the sunrise and brew ourselves a nice cup of coffee while we're watching it. So, see you in the morning. Ooh, that is bright. It is nice and early, and as you can probably see, it is raining on us. So we just got everything packed up, except for my tarp. Gonna hike down the mountain now, and and then back up the mountain at a different trailhead. There's not gonna be a sunrise, but we still want to see that view, so we're gonna go for it. Let's get out of here. All right, here we are. Tastes like North Carolina. A little bit of tuna. Well, it wasn't the prettiest sunrise this morning, and I kind of accepted that when we woke up and it was already raining on us. But I made up my mind pretty early on that we're gonna do it. We're gonna climb up here anyways, and still enjoy our cup of coffee looking over the mountains. So it feels really good to be up here right now. I'm glad we stuck to our guns. It was a beautiful hike. Honestly, nobody's out here, not a single person. With that, I think I'm gonna go stand over there and enjoy the view while I finish my coffee. And after that, we'll probably take off. So you guys hang out there, and if you stuck around to watch the entire video up to this point, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Otherwise, we'll see you guys on the next one.